So I was asked, how do you do the bobs in Stedman triples? So here's Stedman triples, and the first thing to point out is that the bobs are not called at the same place where each bell starts ringing the method, which is what these numbers represent here. So let's zoom in and add on the points where a bob could be called, and there's 14 of them. The easy ones are where you're unaffected, and that's anywhere on the front. If you're in the slow, or if you're in the quick, you're unaffected. And if you're about to go in to the quick or slow, so if you're just done 4-5 down, you're also unaffected, no matter which one you're going to go and do, whether quick or slow. Now I've just got an overlap here, but let's colour that one in just so it's complete. But that's the same bit of work. It's not like you do 4-5 down twice. So that leaves us 6, and they look very similar because the back work is the same both times. The first one is if you're doing 4-5 up. All you're going to do is you're going to do 2 blows and fifths, and then you're going to do 4-5 down, and you're going to go onto the front as you normally would. Same thing here. I'm doing 4-5 up, bob, 2 blows and fifths, 4-5 down, and onto the front. Now, I've done that slightly wrong here because I was just quick bell, so the next thing you were going to do is the slow bell. So I should do that, and I should go in slow. Whereas here, if I was the slow bell and a bob was called, I'm going to go in and be quick. So it's exactly the same. That's why people say it's like you're ringing Stedman doubles. Okay, it's just you don't bother with the 6-7. You just skip it, do your down 4-5 down, and just carry on as if nothing else happened. It's like a shortcut. And that's the same for both of these. Okay, exactly the same. Just do your fifths, do your double dodge, and then do what you were going to do on the front. What about in 6-7? Well, the rule is that the bob will be called as you're doing your second dodge. You're going to do another dodge for the bob, and then you've got to do another 2 dodges to start the back work double dodge again, and then that's 3 in total. Now, some people count 3 extra dodges. Some people say it's 5 in total, but some people get confused when there's multiple bobs all consecutively. So I like to just think, I've done my 2, that's the end. Oh, a bob, I'll do 1 more for the bob. And once I've done that bob, when I've done that dodge, I'm then going to do another 2 dodges for the method. And if at the end of those 2 dodges there's another bob, I think, oh, that's all right. I'll do 1 for the bob, and then I do 2 for the method. And then the conductor can call as many as they like, all in a row. And I'm just going to keep counting 1 for the bob, 2 for the method, and when they stop saying bob, I can then carry on. So what does that look like? So if we've come up here, double dodge, bob, I'm going to do a dodge for the bob, I'm going to do 2 more for the method, and then I'm going to lie behind and then do my dodges down. Unless, of course, the conductor says bob again, in which case I've just finished a dodge, so I'm going to do another dodge for the bob, 2 more for the method, and if they don't say bob, well, then I can do my lie behind and then my double dodge down. But it's not the case that you're just scooching back. In fact, what you're doing is that bob, that dodge that you do extra there, that dodge there, is jumping you from this back work to the next back work. So what I mean is that if you were at the back doing your back work and thinking, oh, next time I'm going to go in quick, that bob switches it. So next time you're actually going to go in slow. So you're going to do the same as you did previously, or the opposite to what you were expecting to do. If another bob is called, so if we draw it out again, so I'm thinking, okay, I'm quick next. A bob, so I do the dodge. Oh, I'm slow next then. They've changed it. So I've done my dodge for the bob. I do 2 more for the method. Another bob is called, so I do another dodge. I think, well, I was going to go in slow, so now I switch it back to quick. And then I do my 2 dodges for the method, and then I can lie behind and I can carry on ringing. What a conductor will often do is call them in pairs so that you don't have to worry about that. And you can, if you're going to ring a piece, you can ask the conductor, are the bobs all in pairs? And they'll say, oh, yeah. And if not, then they'll say, oh, yeah, okay, then they're not. You're going to have to pay attention to it. and you're going to have to keep track of which thing you're going to do next on the front. It's exactly the same if you're doing the down dodges. So if you've done all your 6, 7 ups, you've done the lie behind, you've done 2 dodges down, the bob's called here, you're going to do 1 more dodge for the bob with the same person that you were just dodging with. And then you're going to do 2 more, again with the same person, that's true for the up dodges as well, for the method, and then you can carry on. So you can then scooch in. Unless, of course, another bob is called, and then you're going to have to do another dodge for the bob, and another 2 for the method, and then you can come in. And it's exactly the same. The bob is going to swap you doing the opposite of the next front work, or another way to say that is that you're going to do the same front work as you just did, and a second bob is going to switch it back again. So again, you have to keep track of how many bobs there were at the back, and does that mean you go in the same way as before or the opposite way as before? But that's all you have to do. Be completely unaffected on the front, unaffected in 4-5 down going in, and it's just these 3 that you need to worry about, where you are in 4-5 up, at the end of 4-5 up, and you make the bob and double dodge down. If there's another bob there, well, that's in 4-5 down. We've already said that that's unaffected. So consecutive bobs there, you make the bob, and then you're going to do that, and you're going to be unaffected for any more. If you're in 6-7 up, you're going to do another dodge for the bob, and 2 more for the method. If you're in 6-7 down, you can do another dodge for the bob, and 2 more for the method, and you're going to keep doing that as long as they say bob, and after they've finished doing all their bobs and they say nothing, you can then just carry on ringing the method. But remembering that if they called an odd number of bobs, then it swapped what you're going to do on the front next. And if they called an even number of bobs, then you're still doing the same work. Whereas when you were doing the 4-5, that is completely irrelevant. You always do the next front work that you're expecting to do. It doesn't matter that you've done a bob there, you're going to do the next. It doesn't change it. So that's how you ring the bobs in Stedman triples. Hopefully that was helpful. If you've got any more questions that you want me to answer, put them in the comments. If I got anything wrong, or if you have any further comments about the Stedman, pop those in the comments. But otherwise, ta-ra for now.